Hi there everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here, another episode of Test Pack Please Ignore 2. So at the end of my last episode, I had been setting up this little incubator kind of chain to produce enzyme, which I've now got plenty of for the time being, although I am going to need a lot more for kind of advanced bee breeding. Now, I've been busy off camera, so as you can see here, I've set up a couple of apiaries kind of to run automatically to produce honeycombs for identifying bees. So I've got two lots of cultivated bees kind of producing honeycombs, which has allowed me to actually produce quite a few in excess. So as you can see, I've already got some there, and then I've got a load already stored in here. Got 40 left over, well now 48, which is quite nice. We're starting to get somewhere in terms of the chain. So what have I got here? I've got, ooh, Majestic and Majestic, very nice. That's a lot of Majestics. That's pretty cool. So I can put you away. Although I was hoping that that would be, I don't really need Majestic drones, so I was hoping that that might have actually been a hybrid, so I could have bred it up further up to the Imperial, but it's not the end of the world. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab myself a common and a, do I have another common? No, I do not, do I? Huh, this is interesting. So I'm actually kind of got to a point, what have I got here? This is what I'm working on. So this is where you start to kind of like run into walls, where you start to get to points where you're like, well, I could kind of breed up my bees, although I'd rather not, because I'll be wasting them. So what I just need to do now is kind of just breed up more hive bees, and then kind of produce more like cultivated and stuff like that, and just kind of keep working up the chain. I almost got Industrious, like the Industrious line completely isolated, except I only managed to get the Princess and not the drones, so that's kind of annoying. So what have I got here? I need to identify these ones. We've got Cultivated Unweary, Cultivated Diligent, and an Unweary Diligent. So I'm thinking these two would probably be best. So the Cultivated will cross with the Unweary, so the Diligent, and then the Unweary and the Unweary and the Diligent and the Unweary should all cross over and hopefully produce something more useful. So that's not too bad. Let me just put the comb through here. Now, what do I want to do for the rest of the episode? Now, what I want to be getting on with is making some more of the genetics machines, so I can actually kind of start to pull traits off of drones and imprint them onto things such as the rocky ones, which would be quite nice. So I've done the incubator setup, and what I want to do next is kind of make all the machines that I'm going to need, and then start working around the processes that I'm going to need to actually fuel them, because it requires several different fluids to actually make these machines run. Now, what am I going to need first? So I've already made, so I'm going to need an isolator. That's important. So we need an enhanced circuit board first. So let me get some, no, sorry, I need Tinker's alloy ingot, don't I? There we go. You and some redstone. There we go. So let's pop back over to my carpenter. We'll need 1, 2, 3 more bronze in there. Make sure we've got plenty of redstone. Why are you not working? Apparently there's no water going in there. Oh, because apparently it's going to that, not that. Okay, never mind. Whoops-a-daisy. Let's swap you over, like so. I don't know. Oh, yes, I need water going to both, though, don't I? Hang on. Let me wrench you up. What I'm going to do is actually get another one of my fluid conduits and just connect the whole thing up. So let's get another one of you. I think I was doing it manually before, and now what I really want to do is just have this kind of going across like so. Hang on. Pop, there we go, and then oops-a-daisy, I did not want that. So I do not want you connecting up there. There we go, and then if I bop that, that should then start filling up with water in theory, which it is. Good, good, good. So we need an enhanced circuit board. I think we only need the one of these for now. I'm going to sleep for the night in a second, but let me drop that in there. So yeah, I get 12 integrated circuit boards from this particular recipe, which is good, which should last me for the rest of it. So we need, I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, 4 of these for now, I think. The sturdy casings, and then I'm going to need to turn them all into reinforced casings with iron. So, oh yeah, we need some enzyme and some bronze gear. So let me put these away. We'll sleep for the night so my bees breed while I'm busy doing other things. What else was needed? Yes, I needed some enzyme, didn't I? There we go. So if we head back over to here, what do we need for this? Oh yeah, we need some bronze gears, so make, I don't know, a few of them, apparently. If I shift click that, oh, we've already got some enzyme in there. Very nice. So that's an isolator that we need. Do I need a sequencer? I'm not sure about the sequencer yet. I don't think I need the polymerizer. That's what we're looking for. Can I make one of you? Yes, I can. Apparently, I've got several emeralds. How many have I got? 3. That's not too bad. 5, actually. So we need the inoculator. We need the isolator. I don't think we need a lab stand. I don't think I need an analyzer. I don't need an incubator for now. I do need a gene pool from what I've seen. Can I make you? No, because I need 2 of those integrated circuits. So let me get back some Tinker's alloy ingot. I need 6 of these. There we go. Oh, no. 6. There we go. Oh, God's sake. I've got to click that into my inventory. There we go. So let's run you through here. That should make 2 integrated circuits. Yeah, I need the gene pool. And I don't think I need the acclimatizer yet. So let me just double check I've got all the right machines. So the isolator will pull the genes off of the bees. The inoculator will put them back on. The gene pool will store them. I'm not sure I need anything else right now. I will obviously see that. I'll obviously find out in a minute if I'm correct, but I don't know how far I'm going to get today either. I don't think I need the analyzer because that just does what this does, the B-alyzer. So it just tells me what the B is. The incubator, I've obviously got incubators already set up. Gene pool stores the genes. The acclimatizer kind of sorts them out for a particular environment, which I'm not sure if I'm going to be using yet because it depends on what kind of bees end up breeding up. Oopsie-daisy. What else have we got? I don't think I need the polymerizer. The sequencer is basically an enhanced version of the inoculator, so I may use that. I have not decided which one is more efficient yet because I've not used these machines before. So what else do we need? So I think I'm also going to need we're going to need several of these blank genes, but they're fairly straightforward. What else was I needed? I think I need one of these gene databases as well, so I probably want to get one of them together. So let me make one of them as well while we're waiting. So what was it I needed? 4 diamonds. So daisy, don't know why it's doing that. 2 redstone, 1 eye of ender. So I think we can craft that up. There we go. Some obsidian. And some glass panes. There we go. 1, 2. So I think that's everything we need for that. So let me clear away this recipe. So what was it? I needed diamond, like so. I needed obsidian, eye of ender, redstone, and glass pane. There we go. So that should make 1 gene database. In theory. What am I doing wrong? Do I have to actually click on it? What am I missing? Missing resources. What does it say I need? I need water. Oh yeah, I actually need to put the resources in here, don't I? Whoops-a-daisy. It's like, oh, why isn't it crafting? It's like, oh yeah, because they actually need to be in this little storage compartment down here, which is a bit daft of me. Yeah, okay, so let's drop down the isolator, because that's going to be... so what do we need? So I think for the isolator... we're going to need some enzyme. By the looks of things, we're going to need a gene. I think we need. Let me go double check what I need for the isolator in a second because I can't remember exactly what I'm doing there. So I will be right back. Okay, guys. So I'm back. So it turns out after doing some reading, I am going to in fact need the sequencer. It was a different machine that isn't apparently included anymore. So I'm going to need to make the sequencer. Okay, so let's head over and make you real quick. I've made my gene database, which is good. So let's make the sequencer. So I think, have I got enough gears? I don't know. Let's have a look. So I'm missing some gold nuggets. And we're missing some of this fluorescent dye. Now, can I actually make this? I need orange dye. Whoops-a-daisy. Nope. Let me go and see about... my Britannia. So what was it? I needed a couple of mystical orange petals, and some yellow ones, I think. So do I have yellow ones? I do. Excellent. And I also need a mortar and pestle. Fantastic. So we can make you real quick. There we go. Perfect. Drop you back in there. So this is where cross-modding comes across very nicely. So I want to start a little bit of Britannia. Obviously, it seems to be fairly useful. So let's make some of this fluorescent dye. There we go. Perfect. So I think we should now be able to make the sequencer. We're missing one of you. So let's make sure we actually get the thermal foundation one. So we'd have to make the wooden gear. And there we go. So we've got a sequencer as well. So I think we needed that to write to the gene database. Was it the gene pool? Did I make a gene pool in the end? I can't remember. I can't see one. No, I needed the enhanced circuit boards, didn't I? I remember now. So let's make the gene pool. What am I missing from there? More gears. 1, 2. There we go. Boom. Done. Right. So we're also going to need a supply of ethanol. Now, to make ethanol, we're going to need a couple of things. So to make it, you need to refine down. Is there another way of making it? Let me just have a quick look. We need either a still or a refinery. Now, let's have a quick look at the recipes for them. So still. Is it in here? Still is that, or we need a refinery, which is a bit more expensive. So let's go down the still route. So wherever that's gone, there we go. So we need to make a sturdy casing, like so. We also need some more bronze. So let me get tin, 2 stacks of tin and copper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So we need to add this into here. So never mind. Apparently, I've still got 2 stacks of tin alloy got 2 that have already been processed up, which is quite nice. So don't have to worry about that. Where's that enzyme that's already in here? Because I want to pull you back out as you served your purpose there. So, right, we're going to need a still. Let me go double check the recipe again. We need to make ethanol. Right. So we can still it. So we put biomass in one side and ethanol comes out the other. And then for biomass, we're going to need a fermenter by the looks of things. So let's make one of them, which is fairly straightforward. It is 4 gears. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And a sturdy casing. Marvellous. That makes a fermenter. And now we're going to need some fertilizer. If you're a farmer from the UK. I thought I had appetite. Nope, I do have appetite. It's just hiding somewhere. There it is. So let's make a couple of stacks of you, and then we're also going to need some saplings. So I grab some saplings like so. Yep, a couple of stacks. Perfect. Right. So we're also going to need some fluid conduits. There we go. Marvelous. So let's head over to here. This might have to be moved actually. I'm going to need some more energy conduits, I think, as well. I'm going to make this whole area bigger. I'm probably going to do that off camera between now and the next episode, just to increase the entire size of this, and maybe even put a glass roof over the top of it, just to make it look really cool. But that's something for me to do off camera, which I've just forgotten to do between this and the last episode, or I just haven't had time to do it, really. So what else did I want? Oh, yeah, I wanted energy conduits. Daisy. There's such conduits in here. That's the ones I wanted. Enhanced energy conduits. Just want to increase the size of it just to there, because what we're going to need to do first is, where's our fermenter? So fermenter is going to go down there. Okay. Please don't say that's filled with water. No, it's not. We do want it filled with water though, so let me go grab the pipe like so. Wrench you off. So I'm going to need to run some water around the outside. Okay. So let's do that. Nice complicated system I've got going on now. Oops, a daisy. Come on. There we go. We're wrenching up. I'm going to need to make some more of these fluid conduits, so let me pop back and do that. Where are they? Fluid conduits. They've gone walkies. There they are. That's what I was looking for. Apparently I'm out of glass. Can I use just... It has to be quite clear glass. Okay, let me get some sand. There we go. Drop this into the alloy smelter. There we go. So we just need 1 for now. Perfect. And drop you in there. Make a few more conduits. So Daisy, come on. There we go. So I'm going to need to do is, you need to connect to there, then I need to wrench you, which then will then put water into the fermenter. Excellent. You do get a bonus from this, but I'm just going to do it with biomass and fertilizer. There we go, it's making biomass, perfect. We then need the still, so we're going to need to grab a couple more of these fluid conduits, one to there, and then make sure that this is set to, whoops-a-daisy, let's make sure I've got everything selected here. Marvellous. Is that on everything? No, that's on everything. Right, so this needs to go to extract and always extract, so that will be putting biomass in there, and ethanol will be going in there. Cracking, so that is now producing ethanol. Perfect. And then finally we need the isolator, which will go down there. And again we're going to need to, I'll run it around the back this time. Nice and complicated. That needs to go to extract and disable, so that we're putting ethanol into the tank here. Perfect, so that little system is now set up. Grand. I do like the kind of the visuality of what's the word I'm looking for? Some of these forestry machines. I do like the fact that you can kind of see the level of the biomass, and when it's kind of full of ethanol, when it's filling up with ethanol, when it's not being pumped out into this tank, you will see it emptying. Also, you can see that these are full of different kind of coloured materials as well, which is really quite nice. I do like that, but that would have seed oil in it if it wasn't being used up. Where were we? Right, so we're going to need some enzyme in there. There we go, that's all filled up, and we're going to need some blank sequences. So let me get some blank sequences. So like I said, that's going to be paper, and so we can make that with sawdust, which I get from a precision sawmill. Interesting. Is there any other? I can just pulverize up wood. Oh, sounds much more easier than doing a precision sawmill. So let me go and grab some wood from somewhere. Grab the apple. Right, so I'm going to grab you, like so. Maybe grab a couple, just to be on the safe side. And then what I'm going to do is run these through the pulverizer. There we go. Just create some sawdust, so we can create paper that way, instead of having to rely upon one of those saplings, actually. Whoops-a-daisy. Go dump them in my chest here. That's what I'm looking for. Marvellous. Let me dump a few things in here for now. Genes database is fine, and the fertilizer. So how are we doing? We'll run out of saplings there, which is why I wanted to keep a supply over here, so we can make some more. That's full of ethanol. Ethanol, turpentine, or honey. Interesting. So that will now make more biomass, but I don't know why it's not making more ethanol there. That's really weird. Let's fill that up. How bizarre, unless that's using up a small amount of ethanol on its own. Don't know why it would, though. It doesn't seem to be producing any, unless these pipes can hold a certain amount of fluid. Yes, these pipes are actually filling up, so these hold a certain amount of millibuckets per pipe, which is interesting. So, oh, I really should sleep for the night, considering my bees aren't actually doing anything right now. What were we waiting for? Oh yes, we needed the blank sequences, didn't we? So let me go and grab this sawdust out so we can make lots of papier. There we go, so let's make some paper. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. Make a stack of it, very nice. Let's put these conduits away and some other good stuff. Right, so let's grab some blank sequences. So we're going to need quite a few of these. So I might also need a furnace and some coal. Can I make a furnace? Furnace. Oops-a-daisy, I don't want that. I want coal here. That'll do. And I need a hopper. Would be useful. Which I'm going to have to craft. Make a chest first, then a hopper. There we go. So I think I'm going to need to turn these back into ordinary ones afterwards. So let me drop in... there we go. So this is now starting to fill up with ethanol, as you can see. So let me... Where do I want all this? Like I said, this does need to be increased in size, which is kind of annoying, but never mind. Put the furnace down there with the hopper and some coal in there. Because what we need to do now is let's drop in those blank sequences, and what I'm going to grab is some of these cultivated drones and start trying to find the cultivated serum. So I think that's going to work. Yep, it's going to be very, very slow though. So that's kind of frustrating. Oh wow, I can actually see it kind of doing stuff. That's really funky. I like that. So that's actually going to kind of scan this drone through, and then hopefully it's going to find us the cultivated genome, although it might take several moments for it to do so. So yeah, we've got a nice system going here, which is good. Let me grab some more. Do I have any more saplings? Yeah, I do. Let's make some more ethanol. So we've got plenty stored up. Wow, that is a really slow process. I had no idea it was going to take that long. Right. So I might leave it here for now, because that's going to take a while for me to actually find the cultivated drone and actually move on to the next part. So I'm probably going to round off the episode here for now, and then the next episode we'll find out what happens when we take the if and when we find the cultivated genome. We'll go around kind of implanting it onto something, say like a rocky princess or something like that. So I will leave the episode here for now. As always, guys, don't forget to comment and like if you've enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.